Hi there. So we are back with Microsoft Teams plugin. So now I'm going to show you how to add a member to a team. So I already created this team, so I'm already a member of this team. So I'm the owner. So now if I have to add another member, I'll click on this add a member icon where it asks for selecting a member. So these are all the members that I fetched from my account. So you can fetch all these members using a API called list users. So I'll click on one of them. Then you can give a role to the member. So there are two values you can give. First, which is guest or owner. So if you don't want to give any roles, it will be empty. So I'll click on save. So if the user does not have any roles, then it's a normal user. Or else if you give guest, then it's a guest user. Or if it's an owner, it's an owner. So it has all the permissions to for the team. So if I click on this again, the general, you can see that member is added with with no role. So we can update that member as well. So while clicking on that edit icon, we can update the role of the member. So I want the member to be an owner of the team, if I'll click on this owner and then save, then it will refresh. And if I again click on the team, you can see that member is the owner now. So we'll see how we are doing that. So in workflow, this is the API called Microsoft Teams add member without role to a team. So there are two APIs similar to this, without role and with role. If you don't want to give any role to that member, you can use this API called add member without role to a team. So where you can add the team ID and then the access token and the user ID. So then the API which is add member with role to a team. So there's another field for this API which is role, where you can give the role for this. You can give either owner or a guest, up to you. So now if we go to this API called add member without role to a team, so it asks for the user, where you have to give the ID of the user. So now we'll see how we are getting the ID of the user. So if we go to the design, yeah, so this is the field where we are getting the list users. So this is the API called Microsoft Teams list users, where it asks for access token, and then you can get these all values from the list users API, which is his business phone, then the name of that user, then the job title, then the mail address. And in this, all you need the ID of that user. You can use this ID, and you have to use that ID in this API, add member without role to a team. Both of them, you can use the ID on both of them in the user field. So yeah, this is how you create add a member to a team. Thank you.